Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your noon news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Greenville where an ECU student is facing multiple charges after police say he was drunk and urinated in the lobby of a residence hall. Jay Patel was arrested by ECU police around 1:30 a.m. Friday at Clement Hall. The 21-year-old Patel, who police say lives off campus, was charged with intoxicated and disruptive, injury to personal property, and first-degree trespassing. Police say after looking at camera footage, it appears that Patel was let into the dorm by a resident. After the two parted ways in the lobby, police say Patel was heavily impaired and agitated. They say the man overturned a table and urinated on the lobby's floor. Warrants say Patel also, quote, cussed out several students in the Clement Hall lobby, end quote. Now, Deputy Chief Chris Sutton said, quote, the actions of a few do not define the dedicated and hardworking student body at East Carolina University. Campus living residents should never allow entry of unescorted guests into a residence hall. Those responsible for disrupting our campus community will be charged accordingly, end quote. Now, a woman told police that Patel assaulted her by grabbing the back of her neck. Police say that woman chose not to press any charges. It comes as ECU police continue to investigate 3 rapes at other dorms on campus. And at least 2 of those, the suspect didn't live on campus while the victims were residents of the dorms. ECU police say Patel is not a suspect in any other crimes on campus. He was released from jail after posting a $3,000 bond. And now we want to highlight a new behavioral health facility that will be opening up next week. But today, the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services, along with Trillium Health Resources and Integrated Family Services, PLLC, will celebrate the new center with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. The facility is located at 3005 Stantonsburg Road and is slated to open on Monday, October 27th, 1 week from today. The Behavioral Health Urgent Care Center will offer 24-hour rapid short-term stabilization for children and adults 4 years or older experiencing a mental health crisis related to a mental health, substance abuse, and/or intellectual developmental disorder diagnosis. The center provides an alternative to a community hospital emergency department and a more appropriate setting for mental health care. This comes after Governor Josh Stein visited Integrated Family Services earlier this month, where he advocated for better mental health resources to enhance public safety after he signed Ariana's Law. Representatives from NCDHHS, Trillium, and Integrated Family Services and Pitt County will be at today's ceremony. And finally, a look at your weather forecast. Everything is looking beautiful and sunny out there today, but air temperatures are going to be fluctuating quite a bit this week, despite the consistent sunshine we are going to see. Let's take a look at what we've got outside right now in Greenville. Currently 64 degrees with a west-northwesterly breeze at 10 miles an hour. Dew points down in the 30s. That crisp fall air very much here in the east right now. And, well, air temperatures not really getting all that warm today. Expecting to get into the upper 60s coming up this afternoon. Right now, most of us sitting right around the mid-60s. As you get closer to the Virginia line, right now we're looking at the low 60s. But over the past 24 hours, we are all, again, noticeably colder than where we were yesterday. Anywhere between around 6 up to a 13-degree drop in air temperatures over the past 24 hours. Most of us are seeing right around a 10-degree drop from yesterday's heat. Not to worry, we will be warming up coming up for tomorrow, but today, faced with a northwesterly wind, that's going to cool us down. Right now, seeing a 7 to 15 mile per hour sustained breeze across most of eastern North Carolina is what's providing that cool air, a nice path into the east. But coming up for tomorrow, these winds are going to be swinging around to the southwest, and that will help boost our air temperatures back on up into the, well, maybe not quite as warm as yesterday, but we'll at least get into the mid-70s. Now, that area of high pressure will fade, but even with that high fading, the cold front behind it will still struggle to produce any sort of cloud cover or raindrops over eastern North Carolina as it moves overhead late Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning. What does that mean for our 8-day forecast? Well, it means we've got another round of cooler air coming in middle of the week. So for today, 70 degrees. Then we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, 75, 74 degrees, and then cooling down after that cold front pulls its way off the coast, leaving us again with air temperatures a little bit closer to the 70-degree mark versus the mid-70s. I know it's not a big drop, but check out those overnight lows as well coming up for your Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night. Overnight lows in the low 40s. I mean, some inland areas could certainly sneak into the upper 30s. We are getting closer and closer to the first frost of the season. And as far as rain showers go, minimal. Looking minimal. Our best opportunity for rain comes in at the tail end of next weekend and into the start of next week. But even then, that is a ways out. We may see those raindrops, at least the forecast for those raindrops, adjust a little bit between now and the time we get to next weekend. Well, that's all we have time for today's noon news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.